calendar. Yep, it's on the 9th. So be prepared for that club meeting night. And thanks, Scott, for the reminder. W7RIL, back to that.
Thank you so much, Riley. This is KI7RNU, Catherine in the River Road area, net control for the discussion on the Now What Net this evening. Are there any other announcements?
W7EZN with the QST.
BQ with the QST.
And 7JI with a couple of them.
All right, guys, let's start at the top.
Hello, radio. Just testing audio. See if this set of earbuds works.
Let's see.
I got kind of mumbled there for a minute, and
Let's see. All right.
Good masochists.
How do I sound? Yeah. Well, it's only 8 o'clock here.
It's 11 o'clock here. I
Yeah.
don't know how the audio is on these things. Or
Actually,
they
next
sound okay.
next week when I do this class, I will be in the Eastern time zone. So, yep, I will be in East Central Georgia. So I will also be doing the class at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, that's Georgia.
Georgia. Yeah.
Georgia.
Georgia. Well, hi, Barbara.
Hi.
Hi, Pat and Bill and Sue and John, who doesn't have a mic, I think. So guess what we're doing?
What?
We're moving on to the next phase. That's when you say, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Okay, so what I don't remember is if we did this one yet. I know I probably did it at one point, but maybe not. Here we go. Dotted. That is a very important character. Does anybody know what it is? That is a slash.
Ah.
And that is really important because if you happen to be operating portable or in another place or anything like that, you have a slash. Dotted. So tonight, what we have is a night of copying actual contacts.
Yay!
That I wrote, you know. And let's see. Before we do that, let me make sure I switch my microphone back so people can hear me. There we go. And I just wanted to listen to one thing really quickly. WebSDR. Okay, so I wanted to point out that on WebSDR at this time on Monday night, you are also able to listen to this. And if you have an HF radio, you can do it as well. If you have an HF radio, you can participate in this as well. Let's go over to 40 and see what we can hear. I don't remember if I'm sharing audio or not. There we go. And should be a lot of stuff on the low end of 40. Will you look at all that? Everybody see all those vertical painted stripes? This is the MST, which is the medium speed test. On other days, there is an SST, which is slow speed test. But tell me if anybody can pick out any of this. Let's see if I know them where to find the mode.
DQ?
Yep.
Well, that's a little slow.
Uh-huh. Let's zoom in. Seven three. Dit. Anybody get that call sign?
No.
Fast.
Do you get any letters in the call sign? Listen.
Too fast.
7, an M
Yeah,
and a
there
7.
Yep. AGN, that was again. And he's calling CQMST, which is medium speed test. That was a question mark, meaning I didn't get it.
What is medium speed?
20 to 25.
Wait.
Okay, how about this one?
CQ.
There was a 0.
Yes.
Okay.
Question mark. Calling CQ again. This is really good practice.
So at this site, can we say, okay, we want to hear slow or medium?
Well, I mean, this is listening to what's on the air. There happens to be this medium speed contest going on right now, so what there is what you hear.
That's okay.
Here to W.
OW.
AL.
K1.
That was the person calling. TU. AC0E. W2XB, TU. Okay, so that thing that he just sent was da 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 da
Da da da did.
da 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 da. So what number would that be?
Da. Say it again.
Da 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 da.
Da da da.
That's too many
No, no,
many
no, no, no.
characters
No, 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 no,
for a
no.
number, isn't it?
No, here, I'll do it over here. Ready?
Yeah.
TT9.
No, it's not a 9.
Oh, TT6.
Yeah. What's a T, everybody? That's a
Oh,
that's a
what that-
cut number. What number is a DA?
What number is a da? A single
Oh,
Is it a 3 for a T?
Nope.
No.
It's shorthand. It's a 0.
It's a 0?
Yep.
Okay.
Because a 0 is, so they just shorten it to,
da? Oh,
if you know
so
it's a
that's
number.
006?
Yep.
Is 9N?
Yeah. 9 is an N.
Hmm.
So yeah, so that guy who was calling CQ da 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 over and over and over and over, you
Yeah.
know, you got a zero out of it, Sue. You did hear a zero. The first letter was this.
I know that one.
Yeah, it was a W0 call.
Ah,
Mhm.
So that's the great thing about contests is that the real loud stations, they're the ones that just keep calling CQ over and over and over. So it's great practice because you can listen for it as many times as you want
Hmm.
because they just keep repeating it
Hmm.
ad infinitum. So okay, well, now that we've been listening to that fast stuff,
Here, now that we've been listening to the fast stuff, we're going to go to the slow stuff. You guys ready?
mm,
Okay. Can everybody see this thing that says groove music?
groove music.
Groove music.
I see
Yep.
my music.
Yep. Up here
Oh,
in
I
the
see
left.
at the top, right? Okay.
Groove music. Okay. Let me make sure that I'm sharing the audio because I don't want to share without audio. 77PXL. You know, the great thing about being able to copy code too is that anywhere you go, you can copy a repeater's ID. Okay, so for this, I'm going to play about 5 minutes worth, and you guys copy the best you can, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Let me just shrink this down so I can see stuff. All right, so this is a QSO. All right, here we go. So if everybody can mute yourself, I'm sure I could probably mute everybody too, but okay, here we go. Okay, I unmuted myself. Everybody feel free to do the same. So let's talk about it.
I'm getting better, but I didn't
Good.
get everything.
Good. Okay. Well, what did you get?
CQ, CQ, CQ.
Yes, that's good.
I got that far.
Okay.
Uh,
How about after that?
DE W8BI
It was W8BI.
3 times, and then a K,
Yep.
and then W8BI DE N3JT,
Yeah.
and then I didn't get what came after that. Mm.
What is that again?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's the slash.
That's the slash.
Ah.
Okay.
And then there was an M, right?
Well, after that was.
Uh,
Oh, no, I take that back. That's what it was.
Portable.
Portable.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Got it. Okay. There you go. And then, and he said that 3 times.
He said it twice, then a KN. Right? And the KN means back over to you.
Oh, okay.
So here's that KN again. So this is where we're dealing with pro signs.
Mhm.
And that's KN, which means back over to you. Or call back to the station who I'm calling only. So yeah, W8BI from N3JT portable, N3JT portable, KN. In other words, W8BI, it's coming back to you, and tell me if you heard me.
And then W8BI said, GM, good morning. ES.
Anyone have a disagreement with that? Barbara's
Okay.
shaking her head.
I said GA.
Hey, okay.
GA.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
ES and hello.
Yep.
And then there was like a break or something.
Yep. That's a break.
You are 5'6" and 5'6'9".
Okay, and why would you get the N?
Why would I get it?
Yeah, why would there be an N?
For a 9
That's right. N is shorthand for a 9.
with QRM in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Yep.
and then a break, and then how copy question mark.
And how is spelled,
HW.
right? You leave out the O sometimes.
Mhm.
Sometimes you can leave out the O and copy as well.
Can I hear the question mark?
Oops, sorry. Sorry, my hand slipped.
It,
Did it? Very important. Very important.
it's a
character.
palindrome.
Yeah, it is. Well, so is a comma. Whoops, that's a comma. But the question mark, it's not really that, is it? It's not really that, is it?
I like that.
I mean, it sounds like a question, right?
It does.
Yeah. Okay. And then, okay, so let's see, what's the last thing?
And then it was N3JT/P
Yep.
DEW8BI.
And
There you
then
go.
at the end,
I hear that all the time.
dot it. What is
Period?
that, everybody? Nope.
KN.
KN.
Oh,
which
KN.
means
Right.
Back over,
Over
to
to
you.
you.
Back over to you. All right, now, ready? Okay.
So that was pretty good. I was happy.
Yeah, see?
What was that K he threw out there in that whole sequence of these call signs?
That's saying that I'm done calling CQ. That means anybody call. Okay, so now I'm going to mute again, and we're going to keep playing where we left off because there's more to this. So I'm not sure how to mute everyone. Oh, I think I know how. Participants. Mute all. Okay, everybody, that was your next section. Well, now that everybody's got the call signs, that should be a little bit easier because you're probably hearing those same call signs over and over and over, so you get lots of chances to practice them. Anybody want to take a crack at this?
Anybody want to take a crack at it? Wait, you're all muted, so Sue's looking brave today.
No, I was saying somebody else.
Somebody else.
Scott, I gotta ask, do you know where Lesby is?
I do. Why? Remember, I'm from Maryland.
I know. You are.
I am.
Oh, I did copy Lesby. I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. I don't know what that is.
So the next time you do next time you do an exam with JD, mention that you heard the town of Lusby on during some code practice.
Okay.
It's right across the water. He lives in California or Pasadena or Pax River or something like that. I've been to California, Maryland. All right, anybody, Joanna. How about Joanna? Joanna's not answering. Sue,
Okay, I unmuted myself, but I have nothing to say.
No, okay.
First of all, it's too fast for me. And second of all these pro signs, I have to go look them up. I don't know any of them.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's why we're practicing. That's good. That's okay.
I don't know what the da 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 is. And I
What,
heard
this?
it several times.
Da 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 da.
Yeah.
That's a break.
How is it a forward slash or an
Nope.
equal or
It's a equals double bar.
a break indicating to the world that what? You're starting a new sentence or
You're starting a new thought.
a new thought?
Yeah. Because
Like
this is
paragraph kind of.
Well, this is a period. That's actually a very, a formal thing.
I didn't hear anything.
You didn't, yeah.
Hold on, make sure.
Did I?
Oh,
I got to switch it. There we go. That's a period.
Da, 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 da.
All right.
It's
And
just like
this is a break. Which is why when that time that you were programming the new repeater ID for the Echo Link, I said you need to make it an equal sign, not a hyphen, because a hyphen is, which is different than a break. So this is a break.
like a chasm leap of subject, or I'm done with that. I'm going to start this.
Well, or it's sometimes like if I'm having a conversation with somebody, it's the equivalent of In other words, you're not hearing nothing. I just haven't thought of what to say yet.
Oh, like
Yeah.
Well, here in this one, there was the two call signs, then there was a break,
Yeah.
then there was the RST.
There was letter R for received.
Right, but then there was a break, and there was a break after the RST, there was a break after the QTH, there was a break after the name,
Yep.
right? So that those are separate thoughts. Each one had a
Yep.
break after them.
Did you get a comma in between the city and state?
I got a little lost there. That was probably part of what got me lost.
Here
Also,
that
hearing
is.
Lusby, which I never heard of. So
Here it is.
okay.
There's Lusby, Maryland.
da 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 da.
That's a comma. Okay. So, anyone get the name? My name is
Franklin.
Franklin, twice. Yep. How do we do on the name?
Okay. Okie
Okay.
dokie.
So here's the text so far. I'm going to put it in the chat. So that's the text so far. If you want to compare what you've got on your paper with what it actually was.
Oh, /P.
Yep.
So the P is actually part of the call sign.
It means portable.
Oh.
So what's the HW question mark?
How copy?
Oh, so that's
shorthand for
really
how copy.
so how copy HW copy is now abbreviated to just HW.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
That means how copy.
Okay.
And if you're curious, there's Pax River, and right across the other side of the Patuxent River is Lusby.
Okay.
And look, there's California.
Either of them are valid.
All right, you ready for the next part? Ready for the next part?
It's making my head hurt.
Nah.
I know what you mean.
It's making neurons connect in different ways.
Exactly.
You just have to drink a lot more sugar.
Yeah, or coffee.
Coffee? No.
All right, here we go. Muting everybody, and let's roll. Okay, everybody, let's ask everyone to unmute. So, how was that one?
I'll go last, but I think I got it 100%.
Okay.
Go for it.
No. I'm a fly on the wall in this class.
No, you're not.
Well,
He's a big fly on the wall.
let's try it.
Go for it, John.
N3JT/P. This is W8BI break.
You got the break.
Fine business, old man Frank. Break. My
Okay,
name is
everybody catch
Zachary.
that? Everyone catch FB?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know what FB is? FB is fine business. And OM?
Old man.
Old man.
Fine business, old man Frank.
So apparently he felt clear. He felt good enough to call Franklin Frank. So.
I was wondering about that.
Yep.
Break. My name is Zachary. Zachary. Break. Rig is ICOM at 90 watts. And then maybe I got a problem here. I have TO, 2.
That's 2. Yeah.
Numeral 2.
Yep.
EL,
Yep.
Yagi at
Yep.
199 feet.
Okay.
Break.
That's okay. So let's go back and read that.
That's a pretty high tower.
Yeah, it's as high as you can go without lights and reporting it to the FAA. That's why it's 199 feet. John, you want to read that sentence again? Nice and fluid.
Yes. And there's more to it, but from the beginning?
No. Just where it says rig is.
Yeah. Rig is ICOM at 90 watts to 2L Yagi at 199 feet.
Okay, so that's a 2-element Yagi.
Oh, 2-element. Right, that makes sense. Okay,
Yep.
so my rig, he didn't say my, but rig is ICOM at 90 watts to 2-element Yagi at 199 feet.
Yep.
How copy? A break. How copy?
Did you get a question
And
mark?
yes, it did. How copy question mark. N3JT/P. This is W8BIKN. Over to you.
Okay, very good.
Wow.
Sue, how'd you do? You get lost in a little bit of the weeds there?
75% maybe.
Okay, that's pretty good.
But I got the ICOM and the 2-element Yagi at 199 feet, and I was pondering that, which then made me miss a couple things.
Yeah, that's okay. As long as I've been copying, I still almost was the 199 feet. So
Yeah. All right.
My take home is I know what da 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 da
Dot
is
it
now.
and a
And
slash. Dot it
yeah,
dot it.
da 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 it.
Yep. Pro signs are really important. Pro signs are how we, how we basically handle the flow of a conversation. Okay. So muting, and let's do the next part.
Thank you, Scott.
Okay. There it was, the next section. We're getting close to the end. So, Sue, this one's for you. 'Cause I know
Okay.
Barbara got it all, or very close to it. And John
Yeah.
probably did.
This wasn't as hard.
Okay, good.
W8BIDEN3JT/P break. I have a multi-op contest station break. Trying out the 80-meter station break. W8BIDEN3JT/PKN.
Are you sure you don't have the copy in front of you here? That's 100% right there.
Yeah, no, I was good.
Good job.
Not so many, weird things.
Right, exactly.
Just
Well, no.
mostly just letters.
Like
Hey, but you know what?
Zachary.
But you know what? Letters are letters, right?
Yeah, but it's the weird things. It's the
Yeah, if
pro
you say
signs
so.
and
If
then
you say so. There's
Mhm.
still pro signs. There's still breaks and slashes and KNs. So good job. Okay, almost at the end. Here we go. Okay, everybody. How about that one? Sue, you're still muted. Now you're not.
I got one spot where I lost it, but N3JT/P DEW8BI break. FB, fine business Frank, ES and THX, thanks
Thanks.
for the QSO break.
Yep.
And then I missed something, and then from Dayton Hamvention.
Well,
Great.
it was the number.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Anyone got the number?
Oh, 373. Okay.
7-3. Yep.
From Dayton Hamvention break. And then N3JT/P DEW8BI SK.
That is it.
You did good.
Yeah. And if anyone's curious about W8BI, it is a real call sign. And here's W8BI.
What does SK mean?
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, we're all done.
Well, it means I'm finished, and I'm essentially da-da-da-da-da-da's SK. It means silent key. So silent
Like out.
Yeah. End of the conversation. I'm done. Now,
You're that or you're dead. One
or you're dead.
My
That's
my
right.
radio might actually be off after this point.
Yeah. Well, there's actually a couple of different things you can do there. So you can do an SK, which basically means like I'm done for now. By the way, this is W8BI. This is Dayton This is the Dayton Amateur Radio Association. They're the ones
Is that their 199-foot tower?
Yeah, they're pretty tall, aren't they? They run the Dayton Hamvention. So this is, you know, and they've done it for like the last 60 years or something. And they are an active club, and they are a very good club. I mean, they run a 30,000 person event. So, and as far as what you would say at the end, let me make sure I'm on the right microphone. Yep. Okay. So that's basically, I'm going to go silent, right? I've said all I have to say. Now, if you're being more formal, you can say, and that's AR. That means literally end of message. So if you're doing traffic, like on a net, and you're passing traffic, you'd end a message. That means literally end of message. Now, if you're really shutting down for the night, it's not just like the end. Okay, so sometimes you'll hear somebody say this.
Q.
Everyone get those 3 letters? I'll do it again.
QRU.
QRU. It means I have nothing left to say.
What about QRT?
QRT means I'm shutting down. Yeah, QRU literally means, you know, I've got nothing else to say. So, but that comes from, you know, from a net, right? If you're sending information, QRU means I have no traffic. If you're having a conversation and somebody says, it means I've said all I have to say to you. And then the next thing they'll probably say is,
Thank you.
thank you.
73.
And 7-3. Right. It's not to be insulting. They just, you know, there's nothing else to say. They've said all they have to say. So now there's another thing you might hear, which is this.
Close.
CL. Yep, it means I'm closing the station. Shutting. Literally, I'm gonna pull the power and throw the switch for the night.
So you could say QR.
It's the same thing as QRT.
Yeah, QRT, CL, or
Or if you just say QRT, that means the same thing.
Yeah.
Do the same rules about closing up with your call sign apply in CW?
Yeah.
Yep.
Those are
So you'd
rules.
say you'd go CL and 7JI.
Yeah. I mean, if I did this,
Okay.
right? That
It's
means I'm
right
shutting
there
it.
in the same
Yeah, it's the
phrase.
same. It's the same thing. Now, how about this one?
Wow.
Hmm.
Anyone get that one?
URL.
Nope.
The- What does that mean?
Did you get the last letter there?
Yeah.
X, QRX.
QRX. Okay, so you'll hear this. You'll hear this if, let's say, it's a net, or somebody's, let's say, running. They're on a DXpedition, right? And they're getting tired, or they need a drink, or something like that, or they're changing operators. They'll say like,
Wait 5 minutes?
"Yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Back in
We're going to
5.
switch
Stand by,
operators.
like stand by.
Stand by. Hold on. We'll be back in 5." So yeah, there's so many practical uses of all these Q signals. And see, that's why, we teach the Morse code, and then we also teach how to use it. That's the language. So
This is the good part.
this is the good part. That's right. Okay, so we have the last section. Here we go. This is timed just about right tonight. Okay. Good at the end. Okay, everybody get that?
Mhm.
What'd you get, Sue?
I didn't get that first part.
I didn't get the
Go ahead.
I didn't get the first part either. I felt like I was in an orchestra and I was trying to catch up, and I was supposed to, like, it's hard to get your train on the track sometimes when you're sweating a decode and you just have to forget about it and resync.
So here was the first part.
Oh, 7-3. Okay.
7-3. That's going to become second nature. And
Yeah,
notice
threw me off again.
didn't even bother to throw the call sign out. Because, you don't have to throw out the call sign. In fact, you only have to throw out the call sign every, how often?
10 minutes or
10
at the end
minutes.
of the communication.
That's right. So he didn't feel like doing it. So he said,
Oh, that's good because it gets to be annoying, to keep repeating the
yeah,
calls.
exactly.
Was that ZNCH?
No, it wasn't an N.
His name.
Yeah.
Oh, Zach.
Since Zachary is calling Franklin Frank, Frank is now calling Zachary Zach.
That's right.
73 Zach. Oh, yeah. SKEE.
Like they're old buddies now.
That's right. That's right. Everyone got the da-da-da-da-da-da? Da-da-da-da-da-da. And then dit at the end.
I like that.
So if you look at emails that are sent, let's say from somebody who's a code operator to somebody who's another code operator, and their email will often be finished up with, if everyone looks in the chat, if
Scott,
you've seen that, yeah.
Oh, could you review what you're supposed to do when you make a mistake? And then you go, what does that do? Wipe out the last word or sentence or
that wipes out whatever word you've been sending.
the word. So just start with the very first letter of the word you were trying to get correct.
Yeah. So if I'm trying to say John,
Yep. You keep trying it. Yep. Yep.
everyone get that last thing?
Yay.
Yay! I did it right. So
I see. You just
yeah.
you wipe out the word.
8
Yep.
dits basically erases the beginning of the word.
2 H's.
Yeah. Well, no.
Well, no, it's not. It's like a pro sign, 2 H's.
You could say it as I. Or you could do SIS. SIS.
That's a yay.
Or you could do 5IE.
You can. Or E.
Or 8
Whatever
E's,
helps
yeah.
you remember it. Yeah.
Yeah. E. With a bar over it. So yeah, the whole idea with what we're doing is getting used to the flow. So you all have your licenses. I recommend you go out and call CQ and practice the flow, because that's where you'll really start to improve. And it's like, okay, so here's what I liken this to. Like I have played a lot of inline hockey, and I found that I was not a very great skater, right? And just skating around. But I never had to do certain things, so I just learned to skate, right? But again, not very well. However, when I started playing hockey, I now had pads and a helmet and a stick in my hands, and I was chasing a puck everywhere. Well, when you're doing that, you're not really thinking about skating. You just think, I have to get over there. And you're going to do whatever you have to do to get there, because the goal is not to learn how to skate. The goal is to play hockey. But in the process of doing that, you're going to become a better skater. The same way that this is with, okay, you've got all the letters, you've got all the characters, you've got all the pro signs. Now go have contacts. And in the process of doing that, you're going to get better at handling all the letters and everything. Because just by being there and doing it, they now become a vehicle for going out there and making contacts.
Playing a gig is worth 10 practices.
Exactly.
This is good, Scott.
So get out there and do it. And don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself. I can honestly say that there have been many, many, many contacts, I'm pounding the table, where I copied only like 50% of what the other guy said. Right? I'll be the first to admit it. That there have.
Yeah, but sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes you just kind of know.
Well, yeah. But like when I passed my 20 words a minute, I was ready for 13. I could copy 13 comfortably. And I said to the guys who were in my radio club who were giving me the exam, look, I don't think I can copy 20. Look, just try it. Just write down what you can copy. Write down what you can hear. So I'm like, all right. That was my first experience with not writing anything down and just
Scott,
writing down important stuff.
Back in the days when hams had to pass a code test to get a license,
I gave many of them.
What was the criteria? What speed and What was it? What was the passing criteria?
1 minute of solid copy,
Yes.
or 7 out of 10 questions answered correctly.
1 minute of solid copy at what speed?
Whatever
Would-
speed it was. There was a
5,
five, there was a
13,
5,
or
there was a
20.
13 and a 20.
You mean you pick the one you
No.
want?
Well, at 5,
Or is it-
you needed 5 for your novice and technician license. You needed 13,
Oh, I
13
see.
for a general or an advanced, and 20 for the extra,
So for general, it was a full minute of 13 words per minute
which is 65 characters,
with 0 mistakes.
0 mistakes.
Mhm.
And numbers and punctuation and pro signs count 2 each. Or answer 7 out of 10 questions correctly.
And
In
two
Morse
of those
code?
questions were
In Morse code, Scott?
What? No, it's a written exam.
no, they were
written
written
exam.
down, and
So
two of those
I would-
questions would be call signs.
Well, always. That's the thing. Like,
and
you
they
think
sent the call
about
signs. a couple
think
of
about
times.
important stuff. What's the city? What's the state? What was the RST? Like, what was the weather report? Right? What was the brand of radio used? What was one call sign? What was the other call sign? What was one guy's name? What's the other one's name?
That's
Well-
against the 1 minute copy.
That's it. Like, that's how I mean, that's, I said, I'm not writing anything down. I'm just scribbling down notes. Give me the written exam. Give me the 10 questions. And I got 9 of them right. I just scribbled down what was important. I'm like, oh my God, that's how you have a contact. It was right then that I said, oh my God, that's how you have a contact. You don't write everything down.
I see. So you can either present the full error-free 1 minute text
Which
to the
I have
examiner,
seen. People have
or-
handed in perfect copy at 20 words a minute to me.
but you have an A/B choice. You can say, no, I don't want to do that. I want to answer these questions that you shoot at me.
Well, if they've got
based
solid copy, I'm like, yeah, you don't even need to take the written. You don't even need to answer the questions.
Do you have to transmit?
No.
So it's only copy.
Barbara, did you?
No,
You didn't have to send? Okay.
I did.
You did. Okay.
I did. Yeah.
I know that there was a sending portion.
I was
of it
right
at
at the.
one
I was
point.
right at the cutoff. Right at the cutoff for that.
What year was
Or was
that?
that for the? Did I have to send for the commercial? I don't remember. The commercial was brutal.
At one
by
point,
the
you
way,
did also have to send. So yeah, you
Yeah,
had
the
to send
commercial was
everything.
brutal. It was very fast, and it had to be 100% copy. You could not make a mistake.
Yeah. So the other thing is that if you have your extra class license, that wherever you travel in the world, that basically, if you apply for a reciprocal permit, that is the equivalent to the highest class license anywhere you go. So if you go to anywhere in Europe that does CEPT, that's the highest class license there is. Now you have to pay attention because depending on where you go, if you read the fine print, there's actually some places that say, if asked, you can prove competency at 12 words a minute.
oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
So like there are still some volunteer examiners. There are still some VECs that give code proficiency exams.
Anchorage does.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
You can actually take a code exam at 12 words a minute and get a code proficiency certificate in case anybody asks. So
Yeah, it's a little rougher back before the CEPT days.
yeah. Well, I can say that it was a lot of fun giving code exams because you when you gave a code exam, you'd basically just cue up the tape recorder and play it, and they would do their best to copy it, and after 5 or 6 or 7 minutes, say, okay, exam's over. I could always tell who was passing because I would hear a snicker from somebody. Because I mean that was kind of like my cue. I always threw something in my exam that I thought if they knew what was being sent would make them laugh, and I'd know who was passing. Like there was once I said I have a pet snake named Fluffy, So if I heard somebody giggle, I knew they were going to pass.
I love it.
So
So you,
Like a marker.
so you'd have 5 or 6 minutes of transmission, but you'd only have to copy 1 minute of it.
one
perfectly?
solid minute.
Okay.
You'd have to have 1 minute of solid copy.
Actually, that's pretty good because I mean you have
Oh,
to get into the rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like John was saying, you know, sometimes just when you start off, you're like, "Bleh," and
right.
I miss a few things, right? And
Yeah.
then I kind of get into it. So
Yeah. And you know, the thing is at 5 words a minute, 25 characters goes by really fast. I mean, 25 characters is like half of a line of text. It's not much. But at 20 words a minute, that's like, you know, that's like a paragraph. It's you know, like 3 lines of printed text.
so Scott, to clarify, the standard exam used to be you would listen to 5 minutes of copy at whatever word per minute for the license class you were applying for.
We would always start fast. We would always start giving the 20. So if somebody wanted to listen to 20 and try to pass it, they could.
And you just run down the line.
Yep.
So you would play a full 5 minutes, and then the criteria would be you have anywhere within that window. If
Yep.
you got a 1 minute
Mhm.
clean copy, then you pass.
Yep.
Anywhere in the sliding
Anywhere
window.
in that minute, I would basically
And
just look, and I'd
anywhere in
look,
the 5 minutes.
yeah, anywhere in the 5 minutes, I'd look for. I'd start counting characters, and I'd say, you missed one there. Sorry,
Yep.
got to start again. And
Okay,
and the other thing is that when you make an exam, you're supposed to use all the punctuation marks, all the pro signs, all the letters, and all the numbers. It's really easy in a 20-word a minute exam. It's not so easy in a 5-word a minute exam.
Did the VECs get to create that, or does it come down
depends.
from the
You know,
ARRL?
Well, like I'm sure ARRL made their own. You could actually have gotten it. I asked. I did them. I did them with W5YI, and I said, "Is it okay if I make my own code tapes?" He said, "Are you making sure that they're calibrated?" Like, "Yep." It's like, "You're good then."
Nice.
So
That way you can slip in these little fluffy snakes.
Fluffy the snake, my pet snake named Fluffy.
I wish the FCC used to do that.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't so much, at least when you're taking an exam now, if you were still taking a code test, you'd be taking it with locals or people you might know. In our day, you had to go to the FCC office and take it in front of a government official.
Bill, where did you go?
Down to Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Barbara, you went to New York, right?
New York, yeah.
And they were all crunchy and
they were
frowny and
yeah. Well, that was their job, you know.
curmudgeon.
she was 8 months pregnant, so
With you.
with me. So
8.5 months pregnant.
8.5.
I was the only one there.
She scared them. I'm not sure she really passed the test. I think they just wanted to get her out of there.
Yeah, my commercial radio telegraph, I actually took on an instructor graph.
Oh my God.
Johnny Johnston dug out a paper tape.
What?
And ran that paper tape.
Johnny Johnston, really?
Uh-huh. Remember him?
I do.
Like, oh my God.
Well, I've got a brag for Joanna. Joanna is going to be running a statewide net tomorrow at 1:30 on the PRA radio system.
And I got a response from somebody in Salem who said, what did he say?
Yeah, that's for the Oregon Healthcare Coalition net. It's part of the Lay Medical Amateur Radio Group.
And what was that guy from Salem saying? Oh, goody, or something.
Yeah, oh goody, oh goody. Yep.
Does everybody see the instructograph?
What is that?
That is
instructograph.
That is, we're going to get past the commercial.
Dum, dum, dum.
Here we go. Let's see if they play it.
Oh, cool.
Wow. Oh my God.
It's a paper tape with a Morse code key
Oh my God.
and and a pitch control and a speed control.
What was your favorite frequency again, Scott?
I like 650.
Yeah,
So you can speed it
I'm
up.
somewhere between there and 800 myself. Now, the FCC version of this machine was the same as the military version. So it was Army green and it did not have an adjustable pitch. It was fixed at around 750 or so.
Mhm.
And I had 3 speeds on it. I think they were 20, 28, and 35, I believe.
Now you notice the interesting thing about it, because this basically looks like a player piano tape. So
Yeah.
you basically just, by changing the speed, you slow it down and speed it up, but you don't affect the pitch, which is actually quite brilliant.
Ah, right.
And that's called an instructograph.
I like that. That's interesting.
When you took the test, Mom, was somebody just actually operating?
I don't remember.
It was probably played through a set of headphones.
I believe that's how it was.
They actually had a wire that ran around the room, and it actually transmitted it to the headphones, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't know because I wasn't interested in the room.
Yeah.
I was interested in what I was doing.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, good job, everybody. Now get on the air. I'll see you on Wednesday. I want to
When are
hear
you
how
gonna
it
teach-
went.
And
When are
then
you going to
say
teach the game? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
you
Bill.
go ahead. Go, Bill.
Okay, just wondering when you're going to teach the gang to laugh, because you'll never hear it. You'll never hear anything but a laugh again.
Wait, which
Hear
one?
that the telegraphic laugh.
A laugh?
A laugh.
A laugh?
Yeah, got to send 2 of them now.
Yeah.
I may not be on Wednesday. Just forewarning you guys.
Okay. So this
Gotta
is a
go
laugh.
into surgery tomorrow.
Oh, good luck, Patrick.
Yeah, good luck, Patrick.
yeah.
And with WHRA, he'll bring you up to speed if it's needed.
Okay.
And then Scott, you're headed out of town soon, so
Next week.
oh, next week. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a laugh.
Sounds like one.
Hi, hi.
Yep, you'll never hear it. You'll never hear it any other way.
Yep. Hi, hi. That's a laugh.
Thank you, Scott. I'm leaving.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Thanks,
Bye,
Scott.
Barbara.
Thanks, Scott. Everybody have a good week.
You
Good
too.
couple days.